Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beach here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is the first black-haired Super Saiyan. Situation at hand. We got a poster a couple of days ago with Goku standing. He was battled weary, his shirt was torn off, he was beaten, but not only that, he had power around him, he had an aura around him, and his hair was Super Saiyan, like the way it looked with Super Saiyan all spiked up and everything like that, but it was colored black. Now, there's been speculation as to what type of transformation this is. I, for one, want to talk about the fact that during the Dragon Ball Super opening, he powers up with the red aura around him and he has black hair. Now, we thought that at the time, they were just hiding the transformation, but obviously they weren't. I think they were giving it to us up front, but there's probably some details about this transformation we don't know just yet. I thought personally, eventually, as we get closer to the new transformation, that they would eventually reveal it. Like after he does the transformation, they'll reveal the details, and that still may be the case. But the black hair and the spike up like a Super Saiyan. Now, everyone has their speculation as to what type of transformation this is. Some people have called it Super Saiyan God 3. Some people have called it Super Saiyan Black. Some people have called it Mystic Goku. Different titles, different names. We don't know just yet. But all I can say is that, hey, either way it go, when it finally gets here, I think we're going to enjoy it. But until then, I'm going to talk with you about the first black-haired Super Saiyan, the most legendary one, the most known black-haired Super Saiyan, and that is Super Saiyan 4. Now, for those who may not know, Super Saiyan 4 was a part of Dragon Ball GT. It is, the transformation is exclusive to GT. And being that Dragon Ball Super now knocks GT out of canon, that means that Super Saiyan 4 is now non-canon. Now, Super Saiyan 4, technically, if you want to get into it, Super Saiyan 4 is not the first true black-haired Super Saiyan. It was the first accepted transformation of a black-haired Super Saiyan. The first black-haired Super Saiyan we got was in the Lord Slug movie where Goku transformed, and we call that Super Saiyan Fake or Almost Super Saiyan, where he had the black hair, but it was shaped like a Super Saiyan, but he was just powered up. What else? There was a time in a few episodes when Goku died. After he died, when Cell destroyed himself and they blew up King Kai's planet, and he went to the afterlife, him and Pycon teamed up to stop Frieza and Cell in Hell from hurting people. And when he transformed, if you guys want to check that out, I'm pretty sure they got it up on the internet somewhere. He transformed, and it was supposed to be a Super Saiyan, but his hair was black. So I guess if you want to get a little mini form of what we're about to get, you can look at it. But it may have been an animated mistake. But he transformed, and his hair was still black, and it was Super Saiyan styled. But yeah, those are technically the first black hair Super Saiyans. But we're going to talk about the official one, the one that was accepted at the time before Super exists, and that is the Super Saiyan 4, which is Super Saiyan 4. Basically, the difference between Super Saiyan 4 was a very, very intimidating Super Saiyan transformation. And the reason why I say that is because he had like fur around him. He was a reference to the ape. He had like the red fur, very muscular body. I think Goku actually got taller when he was Super Saiyan 4 and bigger. He was more built. He had yellow eyes, the red lining, and he had very spiky black hair. This transformation happened when Goku was fighting Baby on Planet Turbo, or a remake of Planet Turbo, Planet Vegeta. And this was when Baby took over Vegeta's body. When Goku transformed, he was a golden ape. But it was Pan who brought him back to where he needed to be. And when he broke the transformation, or somewhat, pretty much got it down pat, like mastered it, he went into Super Saiyan 4 mode and beat Baby. Eventually, this was the transformation that also went on to fight Super 17 and also defeat Omega Shenron. Now, the only other person to ever obtain that transformation is Vegeta. And the only way he was able to do it was through Bulma and, her mind, basically. She helped him got to Super Saiyan 4, but he didn't do it until the very last minute, towards the very end of the arc that ended GT. And likewise, when they fused, they became Gogeta. And Gogeta's transformation was that of a Super Saiyan 4, and Gogeta was just crazy. But basically, the situation at hand is that Super Saiyan 4, very intimidating transformation. I want to say Super Saiyan 4 is probably the most intimidating transformation out of all of the Super Saiyans to this day. Like, okay, you got Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. You got Super Saiyan God, which is the red hair. And you got Super Saiyan Blue. But the one that a lot of people really like a lot of people who are GT fans or just Dragon Ball fans in general, we all really, a lot of people have their thoughts and they have their feelings about GT. Some people really like it. Some people don't like it. Some people are hardcore fans to GT. But basically, for me, I was always in the middle. Like there was some good qualities about GT, but there was a lot of it that just was not that good. It didn't stand up to Z, in my opinion, and it was not really a good continuation. It seemed like it was its own thing to some degree, as if it was an alternate telling. And for years, some people have said, well, you know, Toriyama thinks that GT is non-canon, or he just gave his approval. But for many, many, many years, GT was accepted as canon for us. But then when Super came along, Super is like pretty much the true sequel to Z. And GT is now like a different, it's its own thing. It's no different than the Dragon Ball movies, it appears. It's a series that's in the same lane as the Dragon Ball movies. But basically, one thing all fans agree on about GT is everybody loves Super Saiyan 4. And Super Saiyan 4, yes, is the most intimidating Super Saiyan transformation. But Super Saiyan 4, likewise, you know, the thing is that GT, not GT Super, is making a lot of references to what a lot of us like. It's been doing it frequently. There's been some character designs that are nod to GT somewhat, with characters, the way they look and things of that nature, especially the God of Destruction from Universe 3. Certain inputs, and plus Kale, Broly is not from GT, but Kale is also a reference to Broly. So they kind of nod to say, yeah, we know you like Broly, so we'll give you something like Broly. So what if this new transformation is kind of like that, but it's a reference to Super Saiyan 4? One thing we don't see in that poster is we don't see his eyes. Now, the one thing I want you to know about Super Saiyan 4 had golden eyes, like where Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3 had green eyes, 4 had gold eyes. And likewise with Super Saiyan God got red eyes, and Super Saiyan Blue has blue eyes, but 4 had golden eyes. And basically, with that being said, you know, what if somehow the new transformation is a nod to Super Saiyan 4? Because if Goku was to turn around and his eyes are golden, he's like, yep, Super Saiyan 4. So that's really the only thing people really want from GT to be put into Super. Like, that's the main thing. And that is just, they would like to see Super Saiyan 4 at least become canon, or at least referenced to some degree. But that's just me, you know, taking my time to say, hey, this is Super Saiyan 4. This is the first black hair Super Saiyan. This is who we're aware of. And just saying it before we get into that next transformation, the first black hair Super Saiyan that everyone really, really liked. But it's your boy, Bobby B. Sure. I just want to say, if you like the content, go right ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Like the video. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And 1,